is that we think that drinking our shake, doing our workout, and then posting about it is working our business. Do you feel like if you do that, like you worked your business? I mean, I know sometimes like I used to feel like that. And sorry, I have to turn my phone over. I know that I used to feel like that. And being proof in the product, I feel like it's so important to do that. But I feel like if you understand network marketing and you have a good system, even if you were quote unquote selling mascara, you would be able to sell the like crap out of it. You know what I'm saying? If you understand network marketing and you understand, hey, Deidre, how to put yourself out there, like I really think that, I said Deidre, I feel like if you really put yourself out there that and have a system, that you would definitely be there. So we're going to go over some things today that I feel like are very, very important. Really things that, you know, we it's not like we haven't talked about it before, but things that you need to do on a daily basis. Okay, a daily basis to move your business forward. For example, if you want to move your business forward and you don't have a lot of time, like for me, I don't have a lot of time, so I am not making a bunch of videos where I am putting a bunch of videos together and it's taking me 45 minutes in a lengthy post. You know what I mean? Like, who knows how, I mean, who has been fallen victim to that? And it can take like an hour to put together a clip stitch thing and put it together. Okay, if you don't have a lot of time, stop doing that. If you want to go live in the challenge group, go live. Put your phone up, go live. You reach out to your customers, you go live, you show them that you're doing it, and then get out of there. I remember that my sister used to tell me all the time, she was like, you know, I was like, God, I'm doing so much. She's like, you are trapped in the challenge groups. Get in there, show up, comment on the stuff, and then get out. Like, I would not be spending an hour of your day in the challenge group. So quick tip. I pop in the morning. You probably see on the notifications, it probably drives you nuts because there'll be like 75 all at once, and then 4 hours will go by. It'll happen again, and then 4 hours will go by and it'll happen again. I'm not in and out of there all day, and I actually watch Jamie because Jamie Nell is really good at that. And I see her doing that because she used to even tell me like I was in there way too much. So I'm in and then I'm out. The next tip that I want to give you before we move into this training is some advice. Of course, you can run your business any way you want to, but if you are throwing first of all, if you don't have a challenge group, I know if you don't have a challenge group that is moving from day 1 to 30 and then starting over, then you're gonna, if you have like 3 or 4 weeks where your challengers are engaged, and Jamie and I used to fall into this before, they're gonna fall off of their Shakeology. So our challenge groups are rolling from one to the next. So if you're in my challenge groups, we have the one that changes every 30 days. Once you go through that challenge group, we are moving you to the graduate where everybody goes. So if you, Katie, I don't know if you knew we did that. If you're in the graduate, which one are you in, Katie?
I'm in the Boom Empire.
Okay. So the Boom Empire Summer Slim Down, once you go through that twice and your challengers go through that twice, they graduate to the graduate. And in the graduate, we read, we didn't this round, but we read like the motivation manifesto. The challengers keep track of their own points and they submit their point sheet at the end of the challenge. So they all filter into there. So if you are throwing people in there and you are not showing up, you are not showing that you're drinking your Shakeology and you are not working out, don't be surprised if your challengers say, hey, I postponed my Shakeology because I have 3 bags. You know, every once in a while, go in there and say, hey, you can make pudding, you can make popsicles, whip up something different because, you know, I get messages constantly and I'm like, oh God, you know, I forgot about Alyssa, this girl or whatever, just for an example. I was like, man, I should have reached out to her. No kidding. She has 75 bags of Shakeology because I, you know, haven't reached out to her in like 2 weeks to motivate her. That's why coaches are good and we are good at what we do, because anybody, guys, anybody can go buy a DVD, a workout program, a treadmill, and it will collect dust and not happen. Why we are good and why our teams have the slight edge and why Beachbody is so special is because we coach people. We show up every day when we don't want to, and we coach people, right? So let's really, really focus on that. It's so important to show up every day. And if you don't want to show up every day, talk about how working out sucks and you don't want to do it, but you said you were going to. Be real. You know what I mean? Like, be real about your journey. Don't always, maybe you guys are, but I'm not flipping excited every day to work out. Like, I'm like, what? What do I got to do right now? Okay, so that's my little like craziness. The next thing that we need to do every single day if we want to move our business forward is doing, hey Danielle, the first thing that I'm going to go over with you guys is, hold on, that's not what I want to go over. I want to go over, share my screen, and okay, can everybody see my screen? Okay. Because you know those times, Heather, where I've done a whole call and people are like, hey, we didn't see your screen the whole time. I'm like, really? What did we just do all that for? So every single day, okay, now these numbers are low, and I'm going to be honest with you. And, you know, I'm not one of those coaches. I don't know where they are, and I don't believe it. The people that say they spend an hour a day on their business and they're a 5-star diamond coach. I'm not that girl. So I don't know if you guys are, but if you can relate to me, I'm not that girl. It takes me a little bit longer. So these are my lists. Every day I am posting on my Facebook wall, not because I want everybody to see what I'm doing, okay? I do something Beachbody, something relatable, something with my kids. Every single day I change it up. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So before I get to the sheet, I just wanted to show you, like today, all of these people, can you guys see my piece of paper? I don't know if you can. I wrote down all of these people that have liked my post today, okay? Every single person that have liked my post, I wrote it down in categories, like the post about me, you know, being a complete mom fail today. There were a lot of people. You'll say change your life and you just, you know, did an amazing thing, 2 likes. You suck at life, 80 likes. So tons of likes, okay? So I write it down and then I'll eventually reach out to those people. But every night before I go to bed, I write every single person down that liked my post that is not a coach, okay? Every single night I do that. Hey, Karen, how are you? I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you on here. Okay, so adding friends, what does that mean? We go and we add new friends. So, for example, oh my gosh. And then if you guys can't get on, like you don't have to ever be like, hey, I can't get on. Like it's okay because it blows up my chat. Okay, so adding friends. How do we add friends? Real simple. I'm going to go to Lululemon Greenville. There's a new store here in my town, which is awesome. I'm going to go here. Adding friends means, like right now I'm in my cold market. Right here, 4 people liked this post. I'm going to add some people. If we have over 5 mutual friends, 1, 2, there's 2. And I'm going really fast because I don't want to, my calls can be lengthy, so I'm trying to get this. 2.
Marie, I have a question.
Yeah.
So, and this might just be me because I'm in a big city, but I've done this before and I have like 0 mutual friends with people at like
because you gotta start adding, I'm gonna take a step back and I'll show you that in a second. If you don't have any mutual friends, you have to start somewhere. So just start, you have to start adding people and eventually join some local groups. And if you join those local groups, friend people within those groups, and then you'll start to have more mutual friends. And then 3, 4, 5. Now, people will tell you that they go to their page, they see if they have stuff in common. Coaches that are really building their business fast, there's no way unless you are like completely hermetized and like never go anywhere. Like it can't be done. So I'm just going to add some more because we have some mutual friends. Okay, so I've done step 1. Now, I don't write their names down. I just check the boxes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. The next category is anybody that likes my post. I did that. I'm going to write that down. Okay. Starting new conversations. So what does that mean? Starting a new conversation. That's where we get into that stranger danger, hairy, scary, weird land. And who's ever felt like that? Like, how do they talk to their cold market? How are we going to do that? Now, if I was to friend you and accept your friend request, and then I said, hey girl, thanks for accepting my friend request. I have this cool challenge, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to join? Of course they don't want to. You're wasting your time. Okay? You're wasting your time. So let's play school for a second and somebody unmute yourself. And when you go to your recently added, if you're doing this every day, this is my list of all the people that I do not know that have accepted my friend request over the past few days. Okay? So somebody unmute yourself and tell me what I should say to Victoria. Now I go mutual friends because I want to make sure that they're not coach friends. Now she accepted my friend request. Oh wait, I already did her. Show you the answers because then you cheat on your quiz.
Don't you gotta
Okay, we have somebody that wants to. What do we say? So somebody's accepted my friend request. Now what do I say?
don't you have to do something on their page first before you say something to them? Like
Yep.
like 3 things, comment on 2 or something like that.
Yeah. Who's? Hey, Melanie, there you are. I couldn't see you. There you are. Hey.
Yes.
So yeah. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Oh wait. Who is this? Okay. Sometimes I gotta make sure. I'm like, okay. So I like some of their stuff, and then those are cute dresses. And you'll get faster at this as you go, okay? Now, I say to them, hey, thanks. And then if I was on my phone, I would add a rainbow and a unicorn emoji. I don't know how to do that on the computer. Hey, thanks. And yeah, I didn't get this far in life because I could spell well. So whatever, hopefully it's right. Okay, thanks for accepting my friend request, sending you positive vibes. Done. They fell in my inviting funnel. Okay, Elizabeth is in my inviting funnel. So now you can do that from people that these are cold market, people you don't know. If you're going to build a lucrative business based off of people you know, I would have never done that. How would I build a business off of people I know when I started this and I had 200 Facebook friends and my sister was already rock star and through the whole family? There was nobody left. And I was too uncomfortable to build my business based off of people I knew because I was scared they were going to judge me in the beginning. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever felt like that, but I sure have. Okay? So cold market, inviting funnel, positive vibe. Now, if you're posting on your wall consistently, and I've seen coaches do this, they come out, they're 5-star, they're posting about working out constantly. They're posting about, what's in the chat? They're posting about working out constantly. Every post they have, they're wearing a t-shirt with words on it. Beach body this, beach body that. They're in their bed on their laptop. If you're doing that all the time and people see you going hard like that all the time on your wall, do you think they're going to want to join you? Probably not. Okay, because they're going to think what you're doing is too hard. They can't do it. So make sure as you're friending people and posting on your wall that you're being real, okay? If you're a tired mom and you have a lot of dishes, post about it. If you're out with your friends, you're on a bike ride, post about it. If you're going on a walk with your husband, post about it, okay? But make sure it adds value to their life, you know, something like that. Because what happens is when you do that all the time, it just becomes white noise and it's kind of annoying. So now what I do is on my other sheet of paper, I write down all of the people that are in my inviting funnel. Now, what are they going to do? They're going to see that I message them. I sent them positive vibes. The first thing that they're going to do is they're going to go to my wall. Okay? Because they want to see who I am. Now, your wall is your storefront. Okay? Current effing situation. Yeah, so they come to my storefront. Well, she's crazy. She's kind of real. That was just like Tuesday thoughts. I don't have special skills or talents to be a coach. Then we got some transformation going on. And then it's the same thing. I did a little workout video that I made. And then I've got something with my kids. It gives variety. Okay. So the next thing that I'm going to do, inviting new people. Starting conversations would be thanks for the positive vibe, things like that. Sending you positive vibes, thanks for the friend request, okay? Now, there's some other things that you can do on here, follow-ups, and we'll go to check in with challenge groups, team page, checks, new plans, and hook ideas. I always write stuff like this down. If you are on Instagram and you are seeing cool quotes, you are seeing anything that you see, like I take a picture of it constantly. For example, I found some quotes earlier. I was in my car, took a picture of my shake, might use it later. Maybe I'll forget to take one. I had worked out, but I didn't want to make a post right now, but I just done arms. So this is actually a post that I'm going to use tomorrow for a picture about results. Already took it. It's in my phone. Okay. Sometimes I'll be honest with you, I'm busy. Like if I'm going to be posting at noon on Saturday, if I'm posting at noon every day, I might change my shirts a couple times, take some pictures on Saturday when I have some time, get my collages set up for the week. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm not really creative at 5 o'clock in the morning when my kids are yelling at me and I got to get out the door. So sometimes you got to plan stuff in advance. Workout completed, drinking your Shakeology. All right, so the next thing that I want to show you is when you are doing your follow-ups. All right, now when I do my follow-ups, I go to the bottom of my inbox. Now say 40 people accepted my friend request and then I send them positive vibes. Okay. The archive thing. Okay. Say for example, this girl right here, I sent her positive vibes and she says, thank you. There's no way I could keep up with a crazy inbox, right? I wrote her name down. I archive. I know where she is. She's on my piece of paper. I don't keep this full. Now I'm going to do follow-ups. Okay. For example, follow-ups meaning, and I have a couple objections in here that I wanted to show you. Okay, so follow-ups meaning every single time I follow up with somebody, I get the same objections every single time. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough time. I'm not into that kind of thing. Every single time. I rarely have somebody say, hey, that sounds like something I want to do. Shoot me your link and I'll sign up right now. Do you guys? I don't. And then when they say they're going to sign up right now, they never do. It's the reality of it. Okay. You have to become a master of objections and knowing that it's coming, because it is. It's not like it's going to change and it's not going to come every single time. So, for example, let's look at a little conversation here. Biggest struggle right now is working out. I'm a formal athlete, blah, blah, blah. She doesn't have enough time. She has an issue with food. The first thing I do is I relate to her, tell her a little bit. That one I didn't do very good. This is one from before, but I tell her a little bit about who I am, what her goals are. Now, if she says to me, and we've been through this before, she wants to lose 20 pounds, and I say, great, well, my challenge is awesome. I would love to share it with you, and I shoot it to her, I've lost the sale. Can anybody tell me why? Maybe I went too fast. You want to lose 20 pounds? Why do you want to lose 20 pounds? Okay, what have you tried in the past? What are you currently doing? And then I tell them a little bit about the group. Now, I changed this. I took out, this is an old one, so I says this group will focus on, and I took out the Beachbody part. I put strength conditioning. Everybody knows that we don't send the 21-day fix video anymore, right? We have 2 videos that we send in this group. If you don't have this is Carrie's that she did. This is the inside of a challenge group. We made a video about real people working out, the post, things that they said, because we know it's cool, but how do people know it's cool? Okay? If you're sending them Autumn Calabrese's promo video, I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea. Okay, so there's an idea. You could send them that. Then you could send them about the 21-day fix, but we've kind of changed that. I don't do that anymore, okay? Then I haven't been able to sit down and watch it. My life has been crazy. Every time I haven't watched it yet. Now I send her a personal voicemail. I say, hey, you know what? I completely understand. I've been super busy too. This group is perfect for the busy, blah, 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 blah. Now she's talking about her son is, graduating this year. All she does is think about all the stuff she has to do and blah, blah, blah. Then I relate to her a little bit more and talk to her about it, and then we keep going, okay? Another little video that you can send, and we've talked about this, we've talked about this before. Where is it? Make sure that you make one of these a little bit behind the scenes. So what is a challenge group? You can record yourself on Zoom. That's not the right one. I don't know why that keeps coming up. I don't even use that one anymore. Here it is. We've gone through this a couple times.
Hey everybody, and once you do this, you would have the all access pass where you would have access to, and I like to call this something like Netflix for
Working out.
So there's
I show them, I talk about it, I show them about the app.
to live by the 80.
I need to make a new one because I don't want this longer than 2 minutes.
There is some members results.
Members results, I'm showing them, I talk about the app.
With you and being your coach. So have a great day, and I'll follow up with you soon. Bye guys.
So you got to get yourself organized, all right? You got to get yourself organized. You got to be relatable, talk to people, see why they want to lose weight. What have they tried? What are their needs? What are their struggles? When you send them the information, you can't just send them, this is Shakeology and this is the Beachbody On Demand, what it is, but I'd love you to join my challenge group because they don't know what it is. Show them. Make a video. If you don't know how to do it, you got to get a Zoom app. I can do a one-on-one call with you and we can make you one. It takes 10 minutes, okay? Whatever you want to do, I'm here to help you with that, okay? So real easy with that. Now, other new conversations, other ideas that you can do is going through your A's. Oh, cute picture, Jamie. Okay, friends, and then A's. Anybody that's not a coach, say you're like, man, I don't even know who Sarah is. Let's see where Sarah and I are. Sarah's ignoring me. Okay. So Sarah, at one point, I invited her. But these are people that I messed up from the past because I didn't say, I didn't know her. And I didn't say, hey, thanks for, accepting my friend request, sending you positive vibes. So when you're coming across people that you may have messed up in the past when you didn't know what you were doing, just say, hey, I always say to people like, hey, I'm not sure if you saw my last message, but I would love to reach out to you again, or if you've seen any of my posts. I have an awesome challenge coming up starting June 1st. I'd love to shoot you over some information. It's perfect for the busy. You seem like you have a, a busy lifestyle. Like, be real with them, talk to them. All right. You can go through your A's. I see everybody loves that post about got my life sucked today. Thanks, guys. And then you go through and then you do lists and then you just start inviting people. And there's scripts for the inviting, warm market, and then cold market. All right. So the next thing, so let's simplify this. Adding 5 new friends, start some conversations. Happy birthday. Never write happy birthday on somebody's wall. I always inbox people. Happy birthday, Shelby. It's great to see you online. Haven't seen you in a while. What are you up to these days? Well, I'm a school teacher and it sucks and I'm tired all the time. What's going on with you, Shelby? And then that's kind of the leading into what you're doing. You write on their wall, don't do that. So there's tons of people that have birthdays. Right there could be 10 invites in one day, even if you only did birthdays. All right? Because they're going to be happy. It's their birthday. Yeah, like, you said happy birthday to me. Okay? All right. And we all know that stuff. Follow-ups, following up with people. It takes 8 to 9 times to follow up with somebody. Hey girl, I saw you saw my post. I don't want to be a major pest, but my group is starting soon. I know that you were interested in losing weight. I'll even tell people like our team is rocking. I won't fail you as a coach. I just need you to jump, trust me. And the worst case scenario, you're going to lose weight and have a great time. What are your thoughts? What's holding you back? What questions do you have for me? Okay, because 99% of the time they think that you're just selling them a product like every other flipping mom out there selling something online. They don't get it. So you gotta make sure that they get your message, right? Okay, so the next thing is there is a Power of 3 training. I am gonna go ahead and copy this and I Facebook stuff to myself constantly to remind myself. But if you want to watch somebody do that Power Hour and sheets in action, I can send that to you also. I'm not going to bore you with that, but there is one thing I do want to show you on there because I paused it, I think. Okay, now, say you're getting all these people and you don't know where to put them. One of the things that you can do is, hold on a second. Okay, I don't know why it's not going to play right now, of course, because we need it. But one of the things I want to show you is you can add people to list. I don't know if you know this. For example, let's say we'll pretend that this lady right here. Now I want to add her to a list and I'm going to add her to, so say this says Beachbody right here. And say for example, it says prospective May challengers, or you could say like prospective, like May ads. So like you can make a list. Okay. So anybody that's on that list, so if I add them there, you can actually, I don't remember how to do it, but does anybody know? I'm kind of having like a brain fry, but if I add her to that list, everybody that's on that list will come up. So I only see those people's news feed. So hold on a second. Okay, I'll have to go back to that. But the reason that you can add people to list, and I'll revisit that and send it to you guys, is because if I add her to say March, only the people that I'm talking to in March will show up on my news feed this way. So I'm more apt to comment on their stuff. If they see me commenting on their stuff and liking it, they're more apt to go to my wall, build a relationship, and we eventually join my challenge. Do you guys understand that? So there used to be interest groups, but Beachbody got away from that. So another way to do it is adding list. I just wanted to share that with you. So this right here, if you added people, start new conversations, invite people to your challenge. Hey, I have this super cool challenge where a bunch of us attempt to eat healthy, LOL. That's what I would say. We attempt to eat healthy. We cheer each other on and share fitness tips. If I was to open up a spot for you, would you be interested in the details? Okay, because if I say, hey, I have this awesome new Beachbody group. It starts May 1st, Summer Slim Down. I'm looking for 5 new people. Do you want to join? Probably not, you know? But if you tell people, hey, we attempt to eat healthy, ha, 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 and share fitness tips, I'd love to send you the deets. You know, you want to hear about it? People are usually like more perceptive to that instead of like, hey, we're a top team in the nation and our groups are amazing. Like I used to say something like that. People don't care. Nobody cares about that stuff. All right. So the power of threes, the last thing I want to show you here. You friend request and you add at least 3 new people to Facebook. And I used to get on to Heather, and I can call her out because she is my girl, unless she where'd she go? There she is. I used to say, hey, Heather, you're doing good, but you're posting the same 200 people, and those 200 people told you no. So if you're posting the same 200 people, like, you got to start adding people, you know, like you got to do it. You got to add people to your network every single day, right? Message 3 people privately on Facebook to form them. Does anybody know what forming means? Anyone? All right, well, I'll tell you. All right, so when I message people, like, happy birthday, Shelby, how's it going? Your family looks like your family is super cute and whatever. So family, F. O is occupation. What are you doing for work these days? Then you start building a relationship with them. You're talking to them. Then you send them your message. FORM. If you jump right into your message, you've messed it up, right? So family, occupation, what are you doing these days? Hey, I would love to, thanks for the positive vibes. And they're like, hey, Danielle, your posts are so motivating. I absolutely love them. Danielle might say, hey, well, I've got this great challenge. And then she shows them all this stuff. I'm going to unfriend Danielle because that's super flippin' annoying. Okay? Slow down. What do we do? Oh, thanks. Like, I absolutely love it. You know, I'm able to work out and it keeps me accountable. I really struggle with time management and, staying organized, and the groups really helped me. What is your family up to these days? And then they talk to you. Then you're building that relationship. Then you send your message. And then, you know what? I'll invite 3 people to a challenge group, follow up with these people, and talk to 3 people about the coaching opportunity. This is something that scares the crap out of me even till today. Okay? If you see somebody that would be a good coach, like if I see somebody that teaches cycling and they're super fit, I don't really think that they need my challenge. I think that if I send them the information and they're super fit and they're killing it and they're running 10Ks every weekend, I don't think that they're going to be interested in joining my challenge. So people used to say, well, I'm really not interested in that. I'm kind of doing A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. And I'd be like, well, how could you not be interested? So I always say to them, well, man, I understand that. But have you ever thought about doing what I do? I do at least one of those a day. And then they say, well, I'm not really sure what you do. And I love the fact that people don't know what I do, because I don't want people to know pretty much that I'm a Beachbody coach when you come to my page. I want you to follow me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's called attraction marketing. People are going to be attracted to you by the stories you tell, by your post, by the way you put yourself out there. By the time you talk to them about joining your challenge, they're going to want to join you because they like you, you're inspiring, they can relate to you, not because they're dying to spend $160 on a challenge pack. They're going to buy it from you because they like you and they're inspired by you, right? Or they can relate to you. So that is really, really important. So you could graph it out if you want to. You know, these are some things that I have here for you. Some little graph sheets. Monday, 3 friends. So maybe you like their stuff on Monday. You sent them a message. I don't do it every day because then it kind of looks like you're kind of a stalker. But those documents will really help you. The idea behind the Powers 3 is to it's supposed to say is to not feel overwhelmed by working your business, but to focus on building relationships with people to keep them engaged on your wall, and then eventually they're going to want to join you. Correct? So the last thing that I wanted to show you really quick before we open this up to some questions. And I am on I actually need to buy a new laptop because this is my school computer, since this is my last week of teaching. I've been a teacher for 14 years. I'm going to have to there we go.
Hey, it's Annie here. I wanted to explain the power.
We're not going to watch this whole thing.
For my down, keeping it really, really simple. If it is on inviting or following, talk to the player.
Hold on.
Already talked to several.
This is the one that I already went over. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. Okay, so you can use that, making sure that you friend 3 people, you follow up with 3 people, you're starting conversations with at least 3 people and adding those people to your network. I think this sheet right here is pretty golden. I wanted you guys to bring it to the call today. I don't work off of that piece of paper. I work off of, I draw boxes, friended, invited, prospects, and things like that. And I'm running for my numbers for myself. I'm getting between, if you want to know Success Club wise, and I know it's points, it's people, not points. But since I started doing this every single day, at least 2 hours for me a day, not 2 hours straight, but 2 hours throughout the whole day. I don't count working out. I don't count drinking my Shakeology. Concentrated focus, business building time. I do 2 hours a day, friending, commenting, conversations. Do you want to join me? I want to lose weight. Why do you want to lose weight? Here's my challenge. It's too expensive. Okay, I'll invite you next month. I add you to this list, and I do it over and over and over and over again. It's called mastering the mundane, and it sucks, and it's not always glamorous. But once you build that momentum and you start to get people that want to join you and are following you, and you're being consistent, it's going to happen. But you can't fall off because your car broke down, or you got in a fight with your husband, or you had a lot of work to do. If you don't have a lot of time for your business, then you need to work on your business. Do your workout, and then at least friend 5 people and send 5 thanks for sending you positive vibes, and hey girl, what's been going on? Happy birthday. What are you up to these days? You could do just those simple things all day Monday, follow up on Wednesday, tell people that by Friday. And the last thing I want to leave you with before we do questions is make sure that you give people a date to sign up by. People need to know that. So I always say, all right, well, I'm setting up my challenge Saturday. Okay, so if I need you to get this in by Friday, anybody that gets it in, some coaches offer $50 gift cards. I don't do that. I'll send you some samples or a swag bag, or meaning some samples or some fun things like that. Once you commit and you actually order, that's an incentive. Because you're not going to make your money long-term in this business by getting a $60, $70 commission. Long-term is building that relationship, gaining the friends, building in the downline, and plugging it in, right? It's like the long-term wealth, not the quick cash. So you can send them little things. I constantly buy stuff at like TJ Maxx, like little stuff, cards, like anything that you can send people to give them that incentive to sign up. Because people will say they're going to do it by Friday if they have a chance. The next week comes around. If they know that they need to sign up by Saturday because your pre-week starts Monday, we have, they're going to do it and they're going to get themselves in. Okay, so what questions do you guys have? I know I went super fast and you're probably like, what did she even say? But I was trying to go as fast as I could to talk about some things that we would need to do every day to be successful. So what questions do you guys have for me, or like aha moments, takeaways, questions? I didn't get the flip out of that part. What do you guys got for me? Let me unmute everybody if I can.
We're not muted.
Okay.
Hey.
You got a question?
No.
I
Just
can
saying.
start. I can start with one kind of aha moment I'll say that I had is I've probably been the most consistent over the past 3 weeks-ish with my invites and, friending people every single day. And as well with my posting of like my workouts and like short videos of my workouts and things like that. And I didn't realize how impactful that was actually going to be. And I'm finding like some conversations of people that I went into groups in my area and added to like Alpharetta mom groups and stuff like that, because that's kind of my target market. And these women that are just now becoming my friends, when I'm sending them out the Hey Girl, their first response to me is, oh, I love your workouts that you're doing. You're so consistent. You're this, you're that. And I'm like, wow, they really are paying attention. I think you muted yourself.
I'll have a lot of people that I probably have at least 5 people a month that come to me and want to sign up because they said they've been watching my post. And sometimes I'm like, I don't even know who they are because they're just
It was really cool.
You. I mean, you guys got 100 views. I see Ruth Ann will post about doing the her P90X stuff. You might have five comments, but it'll have 300 views. Because you can see the views on it. So people are watching, and to have a view, that means they watch the whole thing.
I was watching, I'm in the Push to Emerald right now, and one video that Pat had was like really hit home for me where he talked about the escalator. I don't know if you've ever seen that. Like, have you ever tried to run up an escalator?
Yeah.
And, he kind of equated that to your workouts. So like people are watching you, and sometimes people that you planted a seed with a year ago, they're going to watch you and wait for you to fall off and then be like, oh, see, that's why I didn't do it.
And they are. And
yeah,
you're going to develop a lot of haters in this process. Because I had people that hated me, and like not hate, that's a strong word, but like totally put me down, even friends like now. And then they're like, wow, like you really stuck with it. Like you really kept going. And I remember when Pat told me that story, I was like, who would do this to themselves? I remember that was my attitude my first year and a half. Who would do this to themselves? Like, he's like, I'm just failing every day. He's like, fail forward. I'm like, you're nuts. I used to tell my sister, it was like a little Beachbody cult. I was like, you guys are crazy. Like, this isn't gonna, pan out. And then 1 seed, 2 seeds, 3 seeds, and then it just goes, and I'm not working any harder, guys, than I was when I first started. I just have more people. I think right now I have like 50 something active coaches in my first business center, and then like second business center went to Diamond. And I think it's not because I'm working any harder. It just keeps going, but you got to keep people engaged. Because if you're not showing up, and I see coaches do it all the time, not getting Success Club, and just, maybe they were elite a couple years ago or whatever, and you're like, what are you doing? It starts to fall off. So you got to show up and you got to be consistent. Anyone else have a question?
I do. I know you have to show up and be consistent. What if you had a challenge group prior?
Mm-hmm.
And now you kind of want to change it up, but you don't want to just be like, I'm changing it up so you can buy my beach body.
Right.
So that's a
No.
good way to kind of like,
Do they know that you're doing Beachbody programs in there?
some do, some don't. Because I know some on a personal level versus just on the.
The best piece of advice that I can give you with that, and I actually had a coach tell me this the other day. She was like, well, I don't want to, approach people about it, or it's just going to be weird. I tell people in their challenge groups that you can say, hey, I'm going to be joining this challenge, or I'm going to be doing this challenge. And I would like to know if some of you guys wanted to do it with me, because I'm going to need some extra accountability.
Okay.
So as opposed to you, then of course you're going to show them how to get it, but say, hey guys, like I'm doing this challenge. I don't know if you'd be interested in it, but we're going to be doing, focusing on nutrition. And you could even say that you've been doing your own thing for a while and then getting super frustrated and you're starting to see results. Does anybody want to do it with you? Not, okay, Jamie, does anybody want to do it with you? Not you're giving it to them kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's a little thing that we say, it says, if I would, no, what was it? There was something that they used to say like, hey guys, like I need some extra accountability in my workouts. I've been kind of falling off. Summer's about to be here. But any of you guys want to join this challenge group with me and I can tell you more about it, or just tell them, go live in there and say, you're scared. You don't want them to think you're trying to sell them something, but you have this amazing program and product and you'd like to share it with them. And who would be interested? Just be authentic.
Okay.
Just tell them. Like sometimes I do. Like, just say it. All right. Anybody else have a question? Okay, awesome. Well, before we get off, who is going to try to be consistent and do this every single day? Keep it simple. I'm doing a lot of fluff because this is all I do, right? This is all I do. You go, who has a job? Like a real job, right? So Heather and I are the only ones with fluff right now. Everybody else, work out, drink your Shakeology, put up one good post about working out sucks, so you're getting consistent again, you've fallen off your journey, you're on your journey, whatever it is. It doesn't matter. Start friending people, inviting people over and over and over again. And if you come up with some objections, post them in the coach group because we can help you know what to say next. And never let people not respond. Say, hey, it doesn't look like the right time for you. Can I invite you next month? Okay, thanks for reaching out, girl. Talk to you later. I never let people just go ghost on me. All right? All right, guys, I hope that helped. Have a great night, and I will see you in the group. Bye, guys. And thanks for jumping on, Shelby. I kind of hijacked you over here.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bye, girl.
Thanks, Marie. Bye.